more than the specifics of what Panchakarma is all about, it is better to know the philosophy behind it, because it is one of the most profound way the sages have found how detoxification can be done. See, the toxins can enter into the body through mind, through various senses, and also through a physical pathway. So there is a mental component and then there is a physical component in the body's toxins accumulated. They enter through various channels. The physical one enters through the GI system, through the skin, through the various senses sometimes, but the mental one enters through various thought process and how we are exposed and how our interaction with the society, and also various senses like, for example, if someone is watching a lot of TV or on the computer all the time, or listening to various kinds of music which are not very conducive for the mind. So these are the toxins which accumulate. The Panchakarmas are the 5 systematic way of removing these toxins from all parts of the body. See, usually toxins, they enter the body, they penetrate deeper and deeper and deeper, and then they lodge. After they lodge, they cause starting problems. So what happens in Panchakarma is, it is a beautiful way how the sages have seen the pathway of these toxins entering and going and finally lodging at the end point. During the Panchakarma, there is a systematic way these medicines and the process used in Panchakarma, it treads the pathway of the toxin exactly the way it has gone in, and it goes to the end point and it binds to those toxins, and it is very gently and systematically brought out. So this is one of the most beautiful ways. It is not only just the physical, but the mental toxins also are brought out in this. So in the Panchakarma, Pancha means 5. There are 5 different ways of doing it. One is called Vamana, which brings out mostly the Kapha dosha, which is accumulated in the stomach and the lungs. And then there is a second one called Virechana, which is mainly for the Pitta accumulation. And then there is a Basti Panchakarma, where it is considered as the mother of all treatments. It is good for children of all ages, the older people where Vamana and Virechana may not be administered, so it is excellent for all ages. And all during physical conditions also it can be given. And it's a very gentle way of removing all the 3 doshas. But mainly for Vata, and then Pitta and Kapha also are removed if it is done to a longer duration. And then there is what we call Rakta Mokshana, where it is called bloodletting. So a particular area where a physical body is affected, there is a specific way of removing the toxins from that area. And then there is a Nasya Karma, which is administration of certain oils in a certain manner through the nose, and it removes the accumulated toxins in the head and neck region. And they are profound in the sense that they remove the very root cause of the disease very slowly, and the patient while going through may experience certain difficulties because it's not comfortable sometimes and they have to go a very strict regimen. But once it is done, usually after 2 to 3 weeks after the Panchakarma, the patients feel fantastic. I had some experiences where some guests who have come, they've taken Panchakarma and they just hate it and they complained every single day, and it was just a non-stop complaints from them. And they would even swear that they will never ever take that again. But I get a letter 3 weeks or 4 weeks later, Dr. Krishna, I'm so happy, you persuaded me to go through it. Now, I was suffering from this for so many years, and I just am totally relieved of all the problems. I personally can vouch for that because I was suffering from allergies, hay fever, and chronic bronchitis. For 20 years I suffered. When I first took my Panchakarma, it was a Vamana in 1995. I tell you that 20 years of suffering was gone and I am free for that. And more than 10, 12 years I was free. And then they was slowly start coming back a little bit. Then I took another one. And I tell you, that was the best thing I ever had in my life.